We're here in Cafe Olay in Old City, Philadelphia. I'm here with the incomparable. I don't even know what else to say about it. She is such I call her bestial. Her voice is so, she's a little Jaguar. Miss Jaguar Wright.
Hello everyone, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you too. What's going on, sister?
Everything, man. Everything. Life is going.
Yeah. Last time I saw you was at the Broccoli and you killed it.
Thank you.
Killed it. You tore the stage down. So what's going on now?
Transformation. In every way, shape, and form that there is. Transformation. About almost a year ago, it was the weekend of March 2nd, I took a course called Landmark Form. Landmark Education. When I walked into that room, I was one of the first people to step to the microphone. And I was at the bottom. And I said, I'm this incredible person, and I've done all these things, and I've had all this, and I've made all this money, I've lost all this money, and I have a house, and I have a business, and I have this, and I have a voice, and I have nothing. And I was crying and bawling. And my forum leader looked at me, Larry Gates, and said, that's exactly where I need to be, but I got to get you there. I got to get you to that. And I'm like, I don't want nothing, I want something. I want it all. What are you talking about? Nothing. Well, I went through that weekend, and I took the 10-week seminar after, and I realized that every dream that I ever had was never going to be realized properly because I was in my way. I didn't realize how I was in my way, but I was in my way. And what the real problem was everything that I was carrying. I had carried so much baggage, 25 years baggage in my bag. And from things that happened in the past, things that happened in my childhood, my career, my marriage. I don't know what I'm talking about. We all have those things. It hit me. The past is past. The future is not here. And all we have is right now. Anything we want for tomorrow, we have to create today, right now. And we used to say that we're actually going to live to see it. But we can start now. So I started to shed. I mean, shedding hate, shedding negative energy, shedding disappointment, shedding what I thought happiness was, what I thought love was. We all have so many ideas and concepts about what this is. And when we don't have a concept, I can't find one, we create one.
And sometimes they're not our own, it's what people feed us.
Exactly. Right. Most of the time, that's exactly what happens. People, when I realized that I had been doing this for 22, going on 23 years, and that my entire career was never about me.
Wow.
Ever. All the music that I had done before, none of it was ever about me. And people used to ask me, what did you love most about your career? What do you love most about your career? I said, the part of my career I love the most is everything that happened until I happened.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Then it all became business as usual. Because, see, in that beginning moment, there are no rules. You're just creating. And then what happens with most artists is once they have it, it's all about constantly reinventing the creation of it, which is living in the past, actually, because you're living up to something that already was, rather than saying, what's next? Which is why I've always been such a big fan of artists like artists like Prince, artists like, even Lady Gaga. I can't say that I'm a huge fan of her music or her following or anything like that, but what I am a big fan of is her daring, just thoughtless ability to just go with whatever it is that you are. And that's really what it takes to be a grounded person. People wonder why, like when you look at black stuff, Tyler Perry, most of is constantly followed. Why? Because he's not in the inventing it. He's always in the creation. What comes from half of the time we don't understand what it's doing. But we all know that we have to watch it. We all know that we have to see it. We love Tyler, of course we love Tyler. Tyler is an awesome show. Tyler is a master, just a master manipulator of words and conversation. Like, his ability to dictate and to interpret words is awesome. But what leaves us wanting more is most stuff. Why do we love Andre 3000 so much? Because he has the audacity to call himself Andre 3000. None of us is going to live to see 3000.
Right.
But he's like, I'm not going to wait for it to get here. I'm going to have it right now.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, we love Big Boy. We love him. But it's the maintaining that is what kills the access to, oh, I gotta have that, I need that stuff. And it's funny because even when I first started in my career, with the whole neo-soul world, there were two artists from Argentina that were totally unpredictable. And everyone just had to see what they were going to do next. It was me and Bly. And the second that...
I know I was there.
But the second that it became business as usual, people were waiting. But they didn't know what they were waiting for. Because we didn't know what we were doing either. We were listening to our managers, listening to our companies, listening to the promoters. You need to do that, you need to do that, you need to do this, you need to do that. And everything that they're suggesting is things that already happened. So,
So how does that affect you when you're in the moment? As you're out there creating and performing this art that you created in the past, and you're now singing this stuff and you're promoting forward, how does that affect you?
I stopped believing it. Because it felt like the past. Somebody said to me, you don't do neo-soul shows, and I don't see you on the shows with such and such and such and such. And I said, honestly, I don't believe it at all. I believe that music at that time, what was going on, because of my devotion to it, because it was now. Which is why, people come to my shows, oh, why didn't you sing that song that way? Or why didn't you sing that song like you did on the record? Because you already know what that sounds like. This is what it means to me today. I love singing today. I love singing for my first album. I don't know, I have about 15 different renditions of it that you can find online. And it's because as my life progressed and as I went through one relationship to another relationship, it took on a completely different meaning for that person. Or it opened up an access point for me to be able to do how I was dealing in my love life and in my personal relationship. So that's why I've always been big on improv in my shows and reinventing things, because you already have the album, you've already seen the video. If you want to watch that, you can just stay home. You don't have to buy a ticket. You know what I mean? It's free. You can download it somewhere or watch YouTube all day and all night. You don't need to buy a ticket for that. If you're going to buy a ticket, it should be to see something or to experience something in a way that you've never experienced it before. And so I'm very big on that, which is why I've always made sure that there's always been a heavy jazz base in all of the instrumentation and all the instrumentalists that I've worked with throughout the years, because I need all of us to be able to embody the spirit of, it's going to be something different there. It's going to be let's channel where we are right now.
Right. And that's the thing that I love about musicians, that point when you're all on the zone on stage, and it's all new to everyone. I love that. And you can tell, because you can see.
It's like a first date.
Yes.
That's going really well.
Yes.
It's like, oh my God, I didn't know I was going to like you this much, but let's keep on going.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that's what it should be. Music without spontaneity, music without channeling the energy of possibility. It's pointless. For all of that, you can just keep going to your Beyonce shows. Go to your Rihanna shows, go to your Chris Brown shows.
The manufacturer.
Exactly. It's all scripted, just for you. You can go to a show in Memphis, and if you have to leave early, you can catch the exact same show in Miami. And nothing will change,
And that's true.
And And I'm not saying there's anything
Lettuce
wrong with it.
makes it a point not to do double shirts
Oh
for
yeah.
that purpose.
Oh yeah.
She gives you everything she has on stage and she leaves it alone.
But Letty's one of us.
Yes, exactly.
Letty's one of us, and I'm not Letty one of you. And I'll never forget the first time she came to Black Lily when we did Black Lily in Oakland. And then we did the flyer in, Black Lily in New York, and we did it at Joe's Club. And I was looking at her, and I was just watching her go on stage. You know, we were in our early 20s, bunch of kids, what do we know? And just to watch her, I'm like, okay, she's family. And, but that's what it is, you know. It's all about creation. We have to learn how to live creative lives.
So do you have a creative process? Is there a particular process that you go through, or you just leave yourself open to?
I live. I get up in the morning. I walk 4.5 miles in the morning with my girlfriend, Lady Macbeth, my tour manager, Beth Duckworth. We talk about life, or we don't talk at all. We walk the river, and then we run the stairs at Penn's Landing, and we cut over here to 3rd Street, and we come here, and we have shakshuka and drink tea. And we let the day dictate what comes next. And I pretty much do that, you know, at least one day a week.
Right.
I have no plans. And
Is that your therapy?
Yeah, I have no plans. I go out into the world and I let life happen to me. Because I never know what's going to happen. But I can tell you, every time I do that, I get something that I would not have gotten. You know? So that's my whole thing, just to live, to be in reality, stay out of my head, stay in my body. And to be the appropriate vessel for the work that I'm trying to do. Because the true plight of an artist is to be equally empty and full at the same time.
Preach. I love
You
that.
have to be empty to be able to receive whatever energy it is you're supposed to be interpreting and channeling. And you have to be filled with that, with the spirit of the importance of that, to properly let it go. So it's a constant recycle of motion that happens in a true artist. And if you just fill yourself up with this, and you put a weight on it, you know what happens? It's going to get stale. Settlement's going to roll all the way to the bottom. You crack it open and take a sip. That doesn't taste like it's supposed to. Oh, you got to shake it up. Like, no, you got to keep it fresh.
Right.
You know, so I kind of treat my city here in Philadelphia like a juicer. And every day, I put some fresh ingredients in there, some fresh vegetables, some fresh food. I get it all the way down in there with the settlement and everything, and I drink that. And I let it tell my body what my body needs to do.
Well, I'm definitely loving what you're cooking up. You just let me hear some music, and it's out of worldly. Like it's insane. Like it's Jaguar like you've never heard of before. Definitely never heard of. It's invigorating. The song that you just played for me, it makes me think about driving.
Yeah.
I think about winding roads, top down, wind blowing, sun out. That's what I think about.
Got it.
That's a good place.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. I want my music. My music has been such a comfort for people. And don't get me wrong, I love making comfort music. You know, you had said something to me about free. You know, and it meant the world to me. You know, because I'm glad that I've been able to be a fireplace or a blanket or, you know, some fish and grits. You know, just that comfort. I love that. I love being able to comfort people, but I don't want to just comfort people anymore. I want to free people. I want people to be invigorated. I want them to realize that life is always happening, but it only happens when you're in it. You know, and that's all I want to do. I just want to be a lightning rod of inspiration that, you know, you could take me, you could put me into the ground, and you can make glass.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, it's just easy. Fluid.
So how would you describe your music?
I don't even know. Life. Every song that's going to be on this new album was literally inspired by something that happened in my life. Like right now, I'm teeter-tottering on the idea of what I want to name the album because I'm thinking about naming it a grocery fair. Um, 2/3 of the songs are about people that I've dated since I've been recently single or what I've gotten out of that. Um, and then, the dating process with myself, because I actually started dating myself.
And how does that work? Jaguar Wright dating? How does that work?
Oh, it's weird. It's really weird because sometimes I just want to go out and be me, but I realize Jaguar showed up.
Right.
And not everybody knows. It's weird. It's just weird. But every now and then, if you allow yourself, you run into a person that just sees you, like really sees you. I'm blessed to say I'm actually dating someone right now. He's a well, I mean, it's not serious because I've made it very clear to everyone in my life that I'm not doing monogamy either. I'm done with monogamy for a really long time. And not because I'm a whore, but old ghetto whore from North Philly, but mostly just because I realized that I'm an artist.
Right.
And a real artist belongs to everyone and no one. We're for everyone. We're gifts. We give you gifts from God, and it's our job to be able to share ourselves with as many people as we can to let that spread. And what happens is when you have someone like myself who's really a true artist and really devoted to the craft, we get involved in these monogamous relationships, and that person wants to own you.
It's almost stifling.
They want to know, but they want to own you. They know everyone out in the world wants you. Everyone out in the world wants you. He's supposed to be mine. Mine. And then the next thing you know, okay, I'll be yours. But I gotta go. Mine. It's like, man. And it gets really weird. And it's unfair to that person. And it's definitely unfair to me. But who it's most unfair to is the audience.
Right. Exactly, how do you go on stage and deliver what you're supposed to deliver, and you just had an argument with your schmo about
I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. They've been powerful, very powerful performances, but they were outcries for freedom, and so now I spend my time with whoever I spend my time with, and when I'm with you, I'm with you, and when I'm not with you, I'm with me. And when it's time for music, it's time for the world, and it's all about them. And, that's the man for me, the man that realizes that I do not own you, I do not possess you. I am just a part of your life, and I'm very honored and grateful to just be a part of your life.
I hear you.
It's weird, because, I've had some really interesting moments in my dating life, as of recent, Well, why don't you want to be my girlfriend? I'm like, dude, all I want to do is hang out with you, have fun. You can see whoever you want. I can see whoever I want. How is this a bad plan? You know what I mean? Like, usually most men are like, oh, the women aren't so clingy.
Right.
And I'm like, and then I'd say, okay, I'm not that girl. It's like, no. Like, it's like a moment from Django Unchained, right? There's one poor guy, I won't say his name, but he's poor guy just like crying in his Jameson, and I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna be your girlfriend. I have no interest in doing that.
Jaguar Wright, broken hearts, all around.
But that's the thing I didn't understand, because his heart was never mine, and I never asked for it.
Right.
I just asked for time, and so it's just, I don't know, it's really interesting. I want to be in love with the world.
I hear you.
That's it. I want to be in love with this music, and I want to be in love with loving the world and the world loving the music. And I'm just bringing something. So interesting. Like when the situation in Israel popped off, I was like, wow, I wish this album was done, because that's what we should be doing the show. With this music. Infusing that part of the world, this kind of positive energy and that kind of love. What's up?
Do you have a release date?
Not yet, but we're looking at second quarter. Okay. I'm actually doing something pretty avant-garde, pretty bold. I'm not giving my masters to a company. I'm going to own my masters outright. So, well, Mother Betty Wright, pain, no pain, no gain. I love that woman. And we may be related. We're not quite sure yet. We have to figure it out. When that album, the No Pain, No Gain album, is what completely changed her life and her career, and most people do not know. That was when she started her own record company. And she promoted, recorded, produced, wrote that entire project on her own. And created the funding and the revenue to support it. And when No Pain, No Gain hit the Billboard charts and started climbing all the way up those charts, her company collected every dollar.
That's a major game changer.
And she only had like limited deals with distribution houses, so she got to dictate who distributed her record for how long, the whole 9 yards. So she owned that. So that album, No Pain, No Gain, literally gave her a creative life, and she's been able to live exactly how she wants ever since then. And it was unheard of for someone like her, especially from like the blues world, the soul world, to take that on, because black people have been, trained for so many years to just be like, oh, I need a contract, I need an advance, I need tour support, no, you really don't. Something else that most people don't realize is that I have been a touring artist for the past 8 years without a dollar of tour support. Every tour that you've ever seen me do, everything is financed out of my own pocket.
That also means that every dime goes right back into the pocket too.
Yeah, but that's what it is. There's no risk, there's no reward. When we did the Love and Music tour, me and Kendrick and my girlfriend Chike Wright, we went out on the road. I had to pay for the first 2 weeks out of the tour out of my own pocket. Like, out on my own pocket. 40 people, tour buses,
wow.
You know what I mean? Like, people don't realize.
And that's the grind that people don't know about. Talk about that a little bit. Like being out on the road and going through those.
I love it. But I've been doing it for half of my life. So, I guess it's second nature for me. But, you sleep. I still don't sleep more than 4 hours a day.
I'm the same way.
From the road, though. Because I'm conditioned for the road. Because, you're traveling. So you're not sleeping very well while you're traveling. Because you're in transit. And then it's hotel, load in. And then to the venue for sound check, load in. And then interviews. And then you have a little bit of time for dinner. And then you have to get dressed and you're on stage. And then after stage,
I call that sleeping on guard. Like you're on
Oh,
guard.
totally. Because at any given moment, somebody might have missed a call time. We got to get up. We have to make time up. We have to be on the bus. We have to be at the airport. Oh my God, such and such happened here. We have to reroute. You're always living, waiting for. Literally, it's all to be announced.
Right.
It's a to be announced life. So, and when you do that overseas, to do it here in the States is one thing, but to do it from Brussels to Warsaw to Copenhagen to Amsterdam, and then, you got to pop over to Tokyo, go to Osaka, and then you got to get down to Sydney.
Wow.
That's what my life has been like for a decade. Because I started, continent hopping seriously back in 2003. Yeah. So it's, I've traveled this world 8 times over. Over 1,000 cities, 100 countries. My life is a passport, so but people take it for granted. They take it for granted what that takes, learning how to live out the suitcase, having to operate your family without you actually being a working member or a part of it, which is why my youngest son, he was raised on the road with me until he was 3 years old. It got to the point where my ex-husband was like, you gotta leave him home because my son doesn't know me. You guys are always gone. Well, I was touring 250 days a year. So I was always gone.
I had heard a story about Anita Baker when it came to touring. All that insanity that you just mentioned. Of course, she got labeled a diva for it, but she has to have her hotel room all arranged in the same way, just to have some small piece of normalcy for her own life. And of course, they call her a diva for it, but I understand that all that insanity going on, you just need a small little normalcy for you.
That's the thing. It's and it's so funny because for me, it's not the room, it's not the travel, it's the people. Like, I'm very, very, very selective with my staff.
Okay. And that's your normal.
And my staff has to be they have to be friends. I will not go out on tour with someone for 3-4 months on end that I am not friends with. That I don't love. I can't. I have to. Did you ever see that movie Inception?
Yes.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan, brilliant film. But do you remember when because they kept going between reality and dream state and reality and dream state.
Right.
And anyway, just thinking about something that I really. But they were flipping back and forth between, reality and dream state, and sometimes their perception of what realm they were in got muddled, got confused, so they had to slow. You know what I mean? And for Leonardo DiCaprio's character, it was a spin time. And as long as it was spinning, if it didn't fall, then he was still in the dream.
Right.
But if it fell, it was reality. For me, the people in my life that I keep going with, they're my toys.
Okay. And I understand, because I'm a relationship person.
Yeah. So it's like, I know when things are going wrong, when I can look at my toy manager's face. Oh, okay, yeah, this isn't the dream part. Okay, things is about to get real. You need that.
Yeah.
Because it's like Groundhog's Day for a while. Every day you're somewhere different, which means whatever you did there doesn't exist anymore because you don't have to see it elsewhere. That's why like a lot of these rappers and stuff, and people are like, oh my God, why did you do that there? Because he knew he could mess up all over there and never had to see those people again until the next time he came back, and there'll be a whole new group of people for him to mess over. So it's like, it's not real. It doesn't feel real. That is nothing worse than being on a tour bus and starting to watch Cabin Fever unfold. And
that's not conducive to art. It can't be.
I experienced that with rappers. Cabin Fever, to be one of the only chicks on a tour bus with a bunch of horny, out of control. We had to dump our weed in Massachusetts because they put a roadblock. And they sober and angry about it,
Wow.
and you want you know what I mean? And, the bus driver will make a move and somebody will live, get off me! It's like watching PSTD being developed.
Wow. Wow. You put it like that, I clearly see it.
And so and different people can handle it. We've been on tours where people have got out of the city and didn't get back on a bus.
Wow.
Like, I can't live like this anymore. I can't do it. That's part of the reason why Malik was never really an active touring member in the Roots, because he needed that grounding point. Like, it was like, I don't know none of these people. Who are you? Why are you talking to me?
Right.
It's like, oh my God, everyone's saying your name and nothing is familiar. Which is why, this is such a tough game, it's such a tough business. That's why I appreciate the idea of a stage name as opposed to your given name. Because you need to have a separation. Like, when people think about Whitney Houston, they remember the demise, the ascension and the demise of Whitney Houston. Nobody ever thought what it must have been like. She loved it when someone called her Nippy, because that meant, oh, I can be real. Her own name didn't even become, it was a fantasy. It wasn't even real anymore. It was a false reality. Whitney Houston. And all she wanted was Nippy. Because Whitney Houston, someone wanted something from her. Or someone wanted to create a... And Nippy was home. So it's like, it's one of those, nobody realizes, like, what that takes and what you did.
Speaking about her for a minute, her being such an icon to so many artists, what did her death mean to you?
I don't know if you want me to answer that.
I do want you to answer.
I wasn't surprised. I wasn't upset. I was happy. I was happy she passed away. Because it sounds terrible, but some people are in so much pain. They can't go another second. And they get pissed when they have to. And she was pissed. Because it was just... Like her family had been growing up watching what they had watched.
Right.
Did they really need to see anymore? And she was not going to stop. Look at Amy Winehouse. Blessing. To be that young and that gone. You know, it's the equivalent of seeing an animal dying on the side of the road and not finding it humane to put them out of their misery while you're hearing them howling and screaming and gurgling blood and pain.
Wow.
We don't see all of that. We don't see them as almost road killers, but they are. It's just all of that is happening internally and mentally. And their only friend is anything that'll numb it. So it's like, I believe in death for the living dead. And she was living dead. Make no mistake about it. She was the living dead. Whew. And I was just happy. I was happy for her. I was happy for her mother. I was happy for her daughter. Because how many more things was she going to show her daughter that her daughter didn't need to say? Like, nobody's realizing that everything that Whitney had her around, that little girl is going to have to find a way to either fight against it or think that she has to integrate it into her life. Because children are products of their parents. We do what we're shown. Not what we're told, we do what we're shown. You know, so everyone needs to keep Bobby Christina in their prayers. You know, it's like, what she saw from her mother, these are not lessons that you want a young woman carrying into her life, into her marriage, into her family, into her children. You know, there's a lot. You know, there's a whole lot of that story that no one talks about. And I loved Kevin Costner's eulogy. Because at the end of the day, he was absolutely right. She was only worried about was she good enough. Was she good enough? And he said, yes, you were better than her. You were great. But if you don't believe it, what does it matter?
Right.
She wasn't black enough for the black. She wasn't white enough for the white. She sang too good. She had too much success. She was too much of this, too much of that. How? And meanwhile, people are yelling her name. Whitney Houston, Whitney Houston. She hated her name. She hated what it came to stand for.
Wow. That's powerful. Very powerful.
Her own name wasn't hers anymore. And the whole world had this great expectation for someone who they didn't know.
Wow.
Because Whitney was from Newark, which is the equivalent of North Philly. Whitney was hood, period. So to hear black people tell her, oh, she's white, she's a sellout, she's this, she's that. Like, when did that happen? I just put on the clothes and put on the makeup and say, why are you begrudging me getting my bread? You know. But the marketing concept that Clive Davis built around her was so, like, larger than life. Everyone bought into it. Why did she marry Bobby Brown? Because Bobby Brown was a fool. And so was she. You know what I mean? Birds of a... We had something in common. Yes, they did. They had a lot in common. And that man loved her. And I can tell you right now, she was a whole lot harder on her than he ever was. Well, she was harder on him than he ever was on her. You know, and I hated that. Because everyone needed someone to blame. Oh, yeah, he was definitely the scapegoat. You know what I mean? He was the scapegoat. He just wanted to be with her. She wanted him. She wanted people to say, see, this is me. And nobody would accept it.
And that was her home. That was her normal.
But nobody would accept it.
Because to everyone else, he was the reason.
But he wasn't. She was like, can't you, this is me. Me and him. You know, and they refused. So it's like, it would be like you going home for a holiday. And you go, hey, it's me, Chike. You know Chike?
Right.
Who you? Wait, let me know when Chike coming through. Who you are? You're like, no, it's me. No, you're not. people don't realize what we get and what this takes. You know, every time I hear people complain, oh, why isn't there more neo soul on the radio? Why isn't this and why isn't this? Because you stop. You stop believing in what we give.
And that's true.
Not in the music that we made for you, in what we had to give to make it. To bring it to you, you know. Every time you hear Marsha Ambrosia's in town, or you hear Jill Scott's in town, you hear Jaguar Wright's in town, or Music Soul Child in town, Bob Oliver's in town, and you say, oh, well, the last time I went to his show, he ain't sang my song, so I ain't going. I don't like the way she sang that song. I ain't going. It don't matter how I sing this song. What matters is what I gave for you to be even able to have an opinion about it in the first place. You know? And, you know, that's why for me it was just like, I can't do it anymore. It started feeling like a chicken circus. I started feeling like I was waiting for a shot at the cop club.
Right. I can't show my feels. And I understand that.
You know, and we're supposed to be beyond that. You know, and then that's when I had a brilliant revelation, and I started thinking about the real girls been like me, 30, 40, 50 years strong in this business. Your Patty LaBelle, your Tina Turner, your Roberta Flack, you know, your Nancy Wilson, right? The one thing that we all loved about all of them was their authenticity. Patty had been making music for 20 years before she got her first hit record. Before New Attitude hit, and New Attitude wasn't sold. You know what I mean? She, with the hair and the loud and the red lips and a that wasn't soul music.
No, it wasn't.
Actually,
I think that was on the soundtrack, wasn't it?
It was. It was.
So it's a crossover.
Exactly. But that wasn't the music that she had been making.
Right, exactly.
It surely wasn't, you know, LaBelle and the Bluebells and any of that. It wasn't any of that. Tina Turner. Years, decades with hype.
Getting ass whooped.
Taking it.
Yes.
Like a champ. All them rounds. And going to the studio and then pop a baby out and be back out on the road 2 weeks later.
Exactly.
Okay. So, but it wasn't until What's Love got to
In her 40s.
in her 40s. 43 going into 44. Patty LaBelle, 42.
Right.
43. Bette Midler is one of those real girls.
Yeah, she is.
Because Bette Midler didn't break until she was in her mid-40s. Like, huge, break huge. She was always being overshadowed by Barbra Streisand and Liza Minnelli. You know what I mean? And Beaches.
Yep.
Through the roof. But Bette was making cabaret music. She actually started making popular standards and really, you know, so when I think about the music that I'm doing with my new collective, The Week, The Right Experience, it's very reminiscent of that. Because even though the style of singing my artist really didn't change, it's just the canvas, the background. I started studying a lot of things. Just started studying concerts, tours, real tours, not, you know, chitless circuit, be doing 80 clubs in 6 months, you know, real shows.
Yeah. You studied. You took your ass to
yeah.
school.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The music that we make they're not in those places.
Right.
So why would we ever expect to get tours in stadiums? We're not making the music that goes in them. You know, people talk about Janet Jackson, but if you look at Janet Jackson, it was all Minneapolis, black rock and roll.
Yeah. Prince, pretty much.
Prince,
Yeah.
Jerry Lewis, all of that, you know what I mean? So she did a R&B album before then that flopped, and then it wasn't until Control stop being so hooked up on our color and on our culture that we forget the true goal of every artist should be to make music for everyone.
Art transcends.
Period. We have very, very, very few African American performers where 3 to 4 generations of one family can go to the same show. But you go to a Grateful Dead show, you got great grandpa, great grandbaby, and all the generations in between. Deadheads. Whole family deadheads. You go into these novelty stores. They've got the baby onesies with the big tongue. Rolling Stone babies. You know what I mean? Because everyone can go to that theater or that stadium and sing. I can't get no satisfaction. And the whole family moves for it. It doesn't even matter. How many of those artists do we have? For us.
Not very many.
Not very many at all. We got Frankie Beverly Hayes.
How about that?
We got Patti LaBelle.
Who haven't had a studio album in how long?
Oh God, it's been like 15 years.
Right.
You know, so
and that's major.
It's very major. You know, you got the Gap Band when you can get them out. You got Charlie Wilson, but and don't forget there was a huge separation and break in his career.
That's true.
So it's but how many of these young people? I mean, I can't take my mom to a Rihanna show.
Picture that.
Not unless I'm trying to kill her. Because she will have a whole fit and fall out on the floor. I can't even take my mom to a Beyonce show. And my mother's 68 this year. I can't take her. And I don't know if I want to go. I don't know if I want to take my niece because they be running around on their knees all the time. I don't. No, seriously, it's just.
No, I know.
You know, I don't know if I want to. You know, maybe an Usher show, but not really. Like, who do we have that makes music for everyone? Somebody said to me, "Oh my God, Jay, so you gonna start doing rock and roll? You're not gonna do soul? What about your soul fans?" I was like, "Well, I only got about 500,000 of them, but there are millions of them over there. That little 500,000, they welcome to come to me if they want. But for me to forsake this, I don't know if that sounds smart.
And real fans will take the journey with you.
Everyone followed Tina Turner. Everyone followed
How
Patti
about that?
LaBelle.
How about that?
They were happy to see them being successful. They were happy that they were no longer the best kept secret. They were following them in their younger careers. It was, I can't believe you don't know who she is. I can't believe you don't know who she is. They get happy at the fact that everybody knows this person, and they can say, I was there first.
Yes.
You know? So I want to be able to give Jaguar Wright fans the opportunity to say, I have her first album.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm one of those people. I have all of Jaguar's music. I was there when she performed the new stuff live. Hasn't lost me. Actually, I'm more of a fan now because you've shown versatility. And that's what it's all about. I always say great art inspires. And you've inspired me to just open up more. That's what art is. That's what art does. Yes. Love you. Anybody you want to shout out? Any special people? Any special fans? People on your team? Anybody?
Well, I definitely have to shout out my team members, my very good partner and very good friend, Mr. David Michael Rain, at DM Rain on Twitter. Please follow him.
He's also an awesome artist.
Very awesome artist. Very awesome.
Filming a movie now.
Yes, he's filming a movie. That's actually how we met. Yeah, we met on a set. He actually, he met me. He came over to my house. I was cooking, and the character that played his opposing, you know, his opposite. He was like, "That's it, you're Mama." And so the name of the film short is called Mama's Hat, and it's a film short to set up for the movie, and the movie's actually about it's about the first African American minister here in Philadelphia who was outed by his church, died in exile alone from AIDS.
Wow.
And David plays that character.
Wow.
And I play Mama, who was his faithful parishioner and his best friend, who stayed with him after everyone forsook him. So yeah, so that's how me and David met.
Okay. That's a good story.
Yeah. And tour manager, Ms. Beth Belkowitz, Ms. Lady Macbeth, who is at Revamp Inspires on Twitter. And then my brilliant apprentice and my personal assistant, Gigi.
Hi, Gigi.
I gotta shout her out, Miss Gabrielle Charles herself, and you can find her at The Divine One 384 on Twitter as well. And she's about to be a very awesome television personality herself. I don't know if David told you, but it is our intention. We're right now we're developing and about to start writing the pilot for a television show based around her life and her transformation. And just to lead you in on that, my assistant is a transgender female, and there's such an awesome story in what she's going through, and I've been with her every step of the way, from the very beginning of her transformation before she started, all the way to now.
Wow.
So we've documented everything, and the transgender community, it keeps growing and growing and growing, and they actually need voice, and we think it's her.
Wow.
So we intend to make her one of the first, if not the first, transgender television star.
I want to go along with that ride. I want to be a part of it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Well, it's just very important because the truth is, our world is ever changing, and at the end of the day, the most important thing for all of us to really keep to is that humanity is humanity, and we don't get to decide who's human. God does. It's not our job to decide who qualifies for human or not. We're all human. And
who told you to come on Conversations with Chike and preach? You better preach. I love it. I love it. I thank you so much for giving me this time and having a conversation. We actually spent the whole afternoon together.
yes, this was great.
Yeah, well,
we have to do this without the camera. Just hang out.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're awesome.
New friend. Thank you so much. Thank you. Love the new haircut.
Thank you. Save it all out. Take it all out.
Thank you.
Traveling light.
Jaguar Wright.